Hi, this is Marcel of Marcel on Tech, and today we're talking about some of the best good value earbuds that you can get on the market right now. And two main competitors from one incredible entrepreneur, Carl Pei, who originally started the OnePlus company. I was a big fan and has now developed the Nothing technology brand as well. So we're now going to be testing out the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 versus the Nothing Ear 2. These two go head to head. We've got one in the red corner, one in the blue corner. Let's get into it. Okay, let's kick things off with the OnePlus Pro Buds 2. Bit of a mouthful, as you can tell. I have to say, I've been surprisingly impressed by these very, very nice looking earbuds. So basically what we're looking at here this is the emerald green color that you can see in front of you. And I have to say, I think they're very well built and well designed. I think they look good. They're a very smooth design with this combination of matte and shiny gloss material over the top. There's definitely not to some people's liking. You can get them in black as well with the same matte and gloss combination. But I have to say, I do think that they look really, really good. And the design of the box, whilst a bit plasticky, definitely is a matte green color. Obviously it has USB Type-C on the reverse, and it does have wireless charging, which we'll talk about in a bit. But the box itself is compact, it's smooth, it's comfortable in the hand. And I think it's been very well laid out with nice strong magnets. Moving on to the Ear 2s, they've got their classic boxy style, and admittedly, it's not necessarily the most ergonomic. I don't think it fits in the pocket quite as well as this one. And why is this relevant? Well, you're going to have to carry it around. Now, I carry it in my bag as opposed to my pocket, and I much prefer to do that because in my pocket, the OnePlus box does fit much better than the Nothing Ears do. So I find this one's got sharp corners, but I do love the box purely for its transparency, which Nothing are really pioneering at the moment with both their phones and the earphones as well. And I do love the box. There's a little bit of a fidget spinner kind of action here that you can definitely get into because you'll end up chucking them across the room. I haven't done that yet. It's actually incredibly well engineered, to be honest. This is a much more complicated engineering process than the OnePlus. And it has, of course, got the USB Type-C on the reverse, and you've got the reset button right next to it as well. You've got a nice strong magnet to help it snap close, which is very, very cool. And otherwise, of course, the earbuds themselves are very unique in that they're completely transparent. You can obviously see all the way through them with all the components, which again is a fantastic feature that I really, really like. And on this version, actually have a touch-sensitive button as well, which we'll talk about in a little bit as well. Okay, so now that we've spoken about the design of both of these earbuds, I definitely think the most important reason that you're going to want to buy them, of course, is for the sound and audio quality. So first of all, talking about the OnePlus, if I slip them into my ears, you're going to see how they look forward on. And I do think that the profile that it creates when you're wearing them is very important. If you have earbuds that stick out to here, it's a bit obvious, looks a bit weird as well. These are very comfortable in my ears. I don't know what OnePlus have done, but for some reason, they've really managed to capture, at least for me, the shape of my ears really nicely. I like the fact that these stems go diagonally downwards. You can see how well they sit inside the ear. And I have to say, I've often worn other earbuds with stems and they just don't sit. They end up being a bit wonky like that. But these ones naturally sit and lock inside my ear really, really nicely. And they just work very, very nicely inside the ear. And they're super duper comfortable, of course, with the silicone tips as well. In terms of controlling these items, they're very, very straightforward. They're actually very, very similar. Both of these are very, very similar. This doesn't have a touch button, shall we say, in the same capacity as this one, but it is touch sensitive, of course. So obviously to stop, start, you push and play and so on. And so you can set all of this up within the app which comes with, which I've forgotten the name of. But within the app, you can actually find all the settings to control how you activate the assistant, how you activate the forward, back, reverse, and volume as well as the noise cancelling. Okay, that is exactly the same with the OnePlus X app on the OnePlus. Now, the differences are the audio and the noise cancelling. So if we switch them over now, I'm going to pop on the Nothing earbuds whilst we talk about those two topics. The Nothing earbuds, again, also sit in the ears very, very comfortably. Now, one of the things that's quite unique about these is that when it's connected, they make their individual sounds. The sounds on the OnePlus, I have to say, are much more gentle and relaxing. This one has a very digitized sound, which is a bit robotic, which is classic of Nothing. But they do have one sound that's very, very cool, which is when you pinch and hold to activate the noise cancelling, it actually lets out, so it's like that, which is actually quite a clever feature that they do. So if I press and hold, it's now activated the noise cancelling, and it's like a drum beat, like that. And that means that the noise cancelling is now active. So right now, all the ambient noise around me has disappeared. I can hear my voice very, very well, but it's much more focused. And I have to say that I've been very, very impressed with both of the noise cancelling on these, but I would say it's tipped very slightly by the Nothing Ear 2 in terms of noise cancelling. But in terms of sound quality, I give it to the OnePlus Buds Pro, which is very annoying. And the reason that's annoying is because you're going to want both. Now, if you saw my review of the Galaxy Buds Pro 2s, those were a brilliant earbuds that combine both good sound quality and very good noise cancelling. If you haven't seen that video, click the link above or below. I will obviously tag it in. The sound quality on the earbuds was so good, in particular with ambient sounds in terms of songs that have got 3D or 4D music playing, or songs that can now direct sound. It was actually quite surprising in the sense that I almost felt like there was sound coming from behind me over there, or I wasn't too sure, or I was hearing things that I hadn't heard in songs that I already knew. That's very impressive. You pick up an extra cymbal or an extra sound or an extra bass or an extra guitar, that makes for sound really, really good. And there's a lot more tweaking in terms of sound quality via the app on the OnePlus Buds than you can get on the Nothing Ear. Now, is the sound quality bad on these? Absolutely not. There's strong bass, there's good mids, the highs are high, it gets very loud. Both of these get plenty loud for me, certainly. So you're not going to be disappointed with the sound quality. But for me, the sound quality of the OnePlus was just a little bit, I'd give these an 8.5 out of 10. I'd give these a 9 out of 10 because it was just that little bit crisper with a little bit more definition in the type of music that was coming out. Now in finale, obviously, you are going to want to know the prices of these items. So I've managed to get hold of these OnePlus Buds Pro for €159, which is pretty good. And these Nothing Ear 2s are still on for their original price of $149. So they're fractionally cheaper. But if you can get hold of either secondhand devices and or you can get them on an offer, I'm sure you'll be able to find them at even better prices as they fluctuate all the time. But they're very much in the same category. If I were to choose one over the other, I'm sorry to say I would go for the OnePlus Buds Pro. So I'm sorry, Carl. They look like they've actually managed to really nail these earbud versions, although I love the design and I love what they're trying to do here with Nothing. The difference between the Nothing One, the 2s and 1s, I actually got the Nothing ones here because I love these. These were my original ones. The difference is not that massive. There's a slight difference in the size of the box if you're interested. If you're interested in a review of any kind of these two, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, in terms of the quality, there is definitely a quality difference between the Nothing One and the Nothing 2. But is it worth buying a new pair if you've already got those? I wouldn't say so. If you're looking for a pair of good quality, good value earbuds, you couldn't go far wrong from either one of these. And of course, there'll be links in the description below. But they are very, very good at both in terms of noise cancelling and sound quality. But the sound quality for me is better on the earbuds too, but the noise cancelling is a little stronger, I feel, on the Nothing Ear. All right, hope you got some value from that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. And it's very, very important for my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye-bye for now.